Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Luminescent here. This is Women's Readings backed by Luminescent. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel today. I'm grateful for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, and as well, this video is for Cancer. This relates to anywhere you have the Cancerian energy. Including from 1st to 12th house or any Cancer placements. If it resonates, great. If not, that's also great. Whatever does not apply, just let it fly. If it does, you know what to do with it. Energy is transferable, so it can regard you or someone that's close to you in your immediate energy sector. But happy birthday, Cancers. We are still utilizing that solstice energy. Last year we had a lot of eclipses in your energy as well as with Capricorn. So right now this is the first eclipse season that we don't have that. So we're starting to utilize more of having a balanced life and home and work structure. That's what we basically have been forced to awaken to awareness of, especially with all the shutdowns and things like that going on. We all need to, as a collective, be more aware of family and work balance. So with Cancer, and then this year is your season, we want to look at the first house perspective. But of course, like I was saying, this does apply to anywhere where you have Cancerian energy. So the first house does have to do with physical activities, so things being taken a bit more personal, especially with relationships, and Pluto being in the 7th house of Cancer right now. What else did I write down? This is a perfect time period for us to do a lot of solar plexus and heart chakra energy work. We definitely want to say a lot of affirmations that are deeply from the heart to the sun at sunrise, or right before sunrise. Share some affirmations to help build up your heart chakra, and let the sun energy, take over that for you. But giving respect and reverence to the sun is very important during the summer, especially when we have idiots trying to block the sun in its power. So anyways, I did put down, like, are you aware of your energy? Are you aware of the influence you have with your energy? The full moon in Capricorn was a test of relationships. What qualities are there? If there are good qualities, bad qualities, so that when the new moon comes around, it'll support the new beginnings to be calmer and happier. And now that you realize where we need to cut some people off that have been clinging on, Cancer-wise, clinging on to lower natures or lower vibrations, Capricorn. Not saying Capricorn is a low vibrational sign, it just represents the physical reality, which is the lowest vibration. It's not good or bad. That's just what it is. So now that we see where we need to get rid of relationship styles that kind of drain us psychically and emotionally, we can start initiating new ways to build a structure that will increase our inner power and allow our emotional body to flow naturally, instead of constantly being in a state of, I want to say, panic, where you don't really know which way to shift to, if you should go back into the water, if you should stay on land, or if you should stay in between, because of what you're seeing your environment do on the outside. So now that we've established better relationship with ourselves and our own psychic and emotional currents, we're more familiar with those, especially during these eclipses the last couple years. We get to start something new. So let's see, what spread do we have for Cancers? And I'm going to bonus read for Cancer because it's Cancer season. Okay. Cancer first house. During this Cancer season. A lot of emotional stress, a lot of worry, a lot of attacking, not sleeping, due to an increased need for enlightenment. Being in control of your emotions while this is going on is going to be crucial, because you're going to learn something. You're becoming an apprentice of something that's new. Okay. Let's see how this works out. Alright, and I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot. And I will be using the After Tarot as well. So let's start out. We got the Two of Wands, Aries energy. Forging into new territory. Five of Pentacles. Moving ahead with what you have. You might feel like it's not much. This is Capricorn energy. You may feel like it's not, you don't have much, or you're trying to contact someone that you feel is lost, or you're trying to contact someone who told you that they were lost and you're trying to find them, or you're just trying to find yourself, something stable. You're in between decisions and you're trying to make the best one. Don't take too long. Study long, study wrong. With making a decision, but your life is about to change regardless. There is a change in physical reality. And here again, the hanged one. I saw this while shuffling. So there is going to be an enlightenment here. Yeah, something is coming to the surface. It's like you're waiting for something to change, but really the only thing that needs to change is you. How the way you perceive things. And at the bottom we have the Chariot. Your card, your energy. This is all you. This is your energy here that's showing up. Great, great, great. So, that being said, the Chariot does represent victory. It is a number 7. A very spiritual number. It does have to do with separations and division. However, it does have to do also with illusions, perceptions, seeing things from a spiritual view instead of a physical view. So you may have to, it may come, things that you need, that you may be, if you feel like you're lost or you're lacking in something, allow yourself to envision what your life is like when you are living in something that essentially there is no lack. There's no lack of anything. There's no lack of money. There's no lack of stability. Imagine what your life is like having everything that you feel that you lack right now, because whatever you're searching for, whatever you're projecting your energy to, is also trying to come to you at the same time. So it's like a meeting of the minds. So if you're in a state of feeling like you're lacking in something, you're going to attract more lack. So the Hanged One is here to tell us, without a doubt, as it being a major arcana, that your perspective on life and things in general will change, or are already going through a big, rapid change, because there has to be a victory. Your vehicle, your Merkaba, your way of moving through life has to be upgraded. It has to change, and it cannot only be based on, you know, immediate needs, immediate gratification. It has to be based in something that is going to bring you a perception where there is no such thing as lack. Getting yourself into a routine where you allow yourself to speak, like I was saying before, the affirmations to yourself, where as soon as you wake up in the morning, listen to some music that puts you in a good mood. Listen to high vibrational frequencies and meditation music, or nature sounds or whatever it is you have to do. Because I'm only saying because she got a phone in her hand. Or talk to people that take you out of this lack mentality and restore your faith in yourself, that you can accomplish anything, and there is no such thing as lack. It's only about changing of reality. So when we do go through changes in our reality, we do have to give up something in order to get something. And that's the time when we experience dark night of the soul, or basically we need to rekindle how we deal with our shadow self, how we operate when we how do we operate when we have to grow up, when we have to mature. Taking a deep look at that and understanding that when those times come before us, is because we need to change our perception about something. And yes, it does require something being taken from you in order you to receive something. So if you're going through a process now where you're fighting to hold on to something with a very, very Cancerian way, you're trying to figure out how to hold on to something instead of move on to something new, it's going to feel like you're left out in the cold, because it has to go. Something has to go in order for something else to come in. And if it has to do with something close to you or personal, because this is Cancer season, of course, it may have to do with something. It may be your hair. It may be like just ideas that you had about yourself that are no longer useful to you, because now that you're going through an ascension or awakening process, it's time for you to move forward with who you are spiritually and complete a cycle. Especially if you are looking to go into entrepreneurship, or maybe you have a boss, or someone who is of a higher authority than you that is telling you that maybe your time is up with them, or maybe you telling them that your time is up with them, and you're ready to move on to something that's going to put you in more of a creator position, have more control over the things that you want to manifest into your life. Focus on building that kingdom. And that requires you having to walk away from things that you put a lot of your emotional energy into, a lot of your self into. But the good thing is that you will be fine. You'll be fine. You will be more than fine. Actually, you'll be able to live off the land in your mind. You get to plot the land in your mind, plant those seeds that you want to grow. With the Seven of Pentacles that came out, and in due time, in Nine of Pentacles, you'll have everything that you need. You just have to be willing to make the adjustment to get everything right the way that you know it needs to be right. Okay, so we're going to use the After Tarot to clarify the Two of Wands for Cancer season. So you may have to take the high road with folks or other people and let things go, especially when it comes to money situations. Somebody could owe you money. No matter what happens, God has more control over you, and God has more control over when money comes to you, and you don't have to stress about when someone else is going to pay you. Because even if you loaned out money, or people or companies owe you, you're going to get it anyway. So don't even stress about it. It may come faster than you think. Once you decide to release the control of it, let the tendency to try to hold on to it and pinch the life out of it because you feel so strongly about something being owed to you, or something that you're sure of needing to be yours, or you're so certain about the direction you want to take that you can literally pierce the life out of it and change it for the worse. So allow yourself to make a decision, and then start to embrace the changes, embrace the adventure of changing from one lifestyle to another. And the best way you can do that is by allowing yourself to get comfortable with looking at things in a totally almost opposite direction, viewpoint. So let's look at this Two of Wands. Clarify this Two of Wands. Two of Wands clarifying by the Hanged Man. Wow. And we got the Page of Pentacles at the bottom. So yeah, this is a time where whenever you choose to make new efforts or new decisions or forging into something new, like I was saying before, take your time and allowing, you know, the universe to support you, feeding you with insight that will help clarify the things that are unseen in your seen world, and be willing and be open to learning something again totally different from what you're used to. This is the card of learning, studying, but whatever you learn is you can share with others, or this can also be someone sharing something with you that helps you on your journey of enlightenment. Okay, let's look at the Five of Pentacles. The Chariot came out again. It's a lot of cards here. And so did the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. All right, let's look at this. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Okay. So maybe you feel a bit left out from a celebration, or you thought something was going to work out in a certain type of way, but there were a change of plans, or the plans have been changed because of other people in your life, or you could be doing this with other people where you could be ready to move in a new direction, and you're allowing the divine to, you know, empower you spiritually before the change comes, because once this transformation gets rolling, I should say, because we're always going through a transformation process. So this is like a depiction of winter, when all things just completely stop and die. So things will stop while you're in the midst of making your decision and getting that enlightenment. Things will slow down, things will stop, but there will be a celebration. If you are in a lull period or a pause period, this is a time of celebration, or allowing yourself to experience the joys of life while you have a break, while you have a chance to catch your breath. Because again, the Chariot is here because things are about to get things are going to get rolling again, and it's more than likely going to be better than it was before. This is all about upgrade. This is all about doing an upgrade. So let's look at this Hanged Man here, which is here twice. So yeah, there's definitely like a break period. Yep. Speaking of transformation, we have the Death card here. Okay. Yeah, so it's like you're reaching out. You can definitely be reaching out, looking for someone to assist you with your spirituality or your spiritual awakening, or you could be doing that for others. And because through that process, it may feel like, or any process really, when you're going through an awakening or an ascension process, you can feel like alone, or you want to be alone. And wanting to be alone or taking the time to be alone can actually help you, you know, feel better about yourself. You might not want to be around others, or you only want to be around certain people who support you in what you're doing emotionally, so it can get you back in the groove, back in the game again. And then the information that you received from the choices that you make, that enlightenment is definitely going to transform everything that you thought you knew about yourself and about life. And again, allow you to create a whole new cycle for yourself. Something that'll last a lot longer, because you are equipped to take your power back. You're taking control of your life. Literally, it's time for you to take more control over your life. So yeah, you may think you missed out on an opportunity, but really you should know that there is more than one opportunity. So you're not lacking in anything. You didn't miss anything at all. Some people can make you feel like you're losing or you lost because of what you're going through in your life right now, but that's not true. This is the season of emotional abuse, and it can be very covert, because it's something that you feel but you can't physically see. So people would try to tell you like that's not real, but it truly is. Mental health has been stressed a lot lately, because it's the subtleties that, you know, as a Cancer and other water signs, that pick up very, 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 very quickly. As soon as they enter the room, you can feel, you know, how things can actually go or how things can actually play out, and that could have a big effect on how you see the world. Do you see the world that like this, or do you see the opportunities like this? You know, you get to make that decision. You get to choose what type of enlightenment do you have, or perspective you have on the world in front of you, or just yourself and how you move forward in the world. You can see it as lacking, or you can see it as abundant, but either way it go, whatever you choose is going to transform your entire life. So make sure that the transformations and the affirmations that you make are ones that are going to help you propel forward in building your kingdom. Okay. So, and again, this is about new beginnings, to be calmer, to be happier, allowing your heart to remain open or open up for the first time, and digging into a part of yourself that you've never done before. Like, that can definitely be scary and hesitant. And look how they're gripping, you know, themselves. But it's okay. Be open, rejoice, because this is a good time, despite what the world thinks or news and, you know, all these other people think. This is the best time to be alive. So take advantage of every opportunity that you see where you can shift your consciousness into one that is more open and more abundant, and that's going to free you on an energetic level, so you're not feeling like you're stuck in a fish tank. There's a whole world out here, whole universe out here for you to explore however you want to. Okay, and that's my reading for Cancer. Got a little bonus, a little extra something. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next season.